Merry bleh.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I know it's a day later.
Hi, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, but it is Christmas today. And we're not doing any real work, although I've been pretty... Candace is freaking out. You got the heater going there, huh?
We need a fireplace in here.
Yeah, right. Okay. So I've been pretty serious about trying to get a video up every day. The only day I've missed in like the past 20 something days is when I physically could not get to the computer because it was like everything was on that side of the shed. So I did want to come out and get a video up for you guys today. So Candace agreed to come out here for what, about 2 hours to make this video, something like that. How long do you think this video is going to be before we start?
How long is this video going to be? 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll see. Well, we've got 23 questions to answer, so
I can answer stuff fast.
Okay, we're gonna find out. So I've got most of the questions here. There's 4 more that aren't on these screens yet, but I pulled from like the last 4 or 5 videos. I used to do a lot of question answering, and I stopped doing it because I change what I do every now and then. But yeah, I pulled all these questions plus 4 more that we'll pull up here in a second. And Candace is going to stay warm over there.
Yeah.
And you're also going to read the questions. And look, we're going to go in order.
You didn't tell me how to work.
This is our business, okay? Like,
I thought you were going to ask me the questions. I'm asking you the questions?
or whoever, you read them, and then whoever wants to field it can field it. Okay?
Feel it.
Field, not feel. But look, we'll start here. Bump, bop, bop, that order.
Oh, I have to go in that order?
Yeah, we have to go in that order because it'll make it easier for me to edit because the thumbnails will be in order for me. So.
Anything else, sir?
That'll be all. Let's get started though.
Okay. This question is from Tech World. Are you going to list a lot more now you are with 2 persons? Or are you going to list slightly more?
What do you think?
So the question is, are we going to list a lot more or slightly more?
Yeah.
I think a lot more.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, once I get the hang of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, let's say, here's what I think. I think that before Candace came out here, I was putting in too many hours. So I'm actually cutting back the amount of time I'm working, but then we're adding another person.
But then you're taking away the goofing off time.
Yeah, I am. I'm being a little more serious.
Yeah.
Which is good. Like, I'd rather come out here, work a good solid 8 hours than come out here and work a half-ass 12 hours. You know? Mm-hmm. I think that makes more sense. So, I would say...
So you're thinking the same?
No. I'm not thinking the same. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking... I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be like...
It's not going to be double.
No, it's not going to be double.
No.
Because I'm gonna get a little more serious about YouTube.
And sleep.
And sleep and other like regular life and stuff. So I'm gonna say probably listings will probably go up by about 50%. Like if I was getting 20 before, maybe we get 30. Something like that. That's a guess though. I don't know. Because Candace is doing stuff that I literally was not doing before too.
Right.
Like communications and whatnot. So
yeah.
It's gonna, I'm gonna guess 50% more, but I don't know. So yeah, good question though. All right,
the next question is from Jane Ferguson. I think Candace might start to love it if she has her own store, where she makes it all her own, her style, her ideas. She could easily open up an Etsy shop. I get that you want her help in your shop, but for her to truly love reselling, she may need to have something all her own. Well, I mean, I think I can have that without having to have my own store or shop. You know, there's always going to be items from, I mean, I can't say that I know for sure, just from hearing resellers talk. There's always going to be items that you like to list more than others.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that we will kind of each have our own thing, and together we'll be able to get it all done, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like just from the get-go, Candace has shown she doesn't mind, at least right now, but things could change. She doesn't mind like doing the little minute research for like action figures and stuff like that, and really figuring that stuff out.
I actually love research.
Oh, thank God.
Just ask him about like vacations.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes I think she can research too much.
Yeah, I might waste too much time doing that kind of stuff.
But which is fine. Like you'll figure it out.
Yeah, but as far as Etsy shops and stuff, I've played around with that. But Lonnie's got such a good platform; it would be to waste it.
I think so too. I agree with that.
I mean, I started to open an Etsy store. I have an Instagram account set up and everything for it, my own little persona, but I never did.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. I like it. Like we're not making a decision right now that yes or no it will or will not happen. But
yeah.
Right now, like right this minute, the number one thing is to get her up to speed on eBay and what is already here. Get that really solid, and then if she wants to branch out, sure, that's cool. But it's not going to be a hobby situation. It's going to have to be a production, money-making kind of thing.
Right. I mean, if anything, if I listed my own little personal stuff, it would probably be like on the big cartel.
Yeah.
Or, since that's already up and going, and I could share it easily with the viewers, you know.
Yeah, Big Cartel would be a great place if you want to do something like that.
I do need to like thin out my personal stuff.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you still think this is going to be 15 minutes? We're on question 2. Let me see. What's the clock say? Oh, man. Okay, anyways, let's do the next one. Good question.
I talk a lot?
No, I just know how these go.
Okay.
They always go like this.
This question is from Deepak Khatri. This is for Lonnie. How is it like to work with Candace?
It is a dream. I love No, really, it is. Like, it's such a relief for me to feel like somebody else is out here taking on a little bit of the burden. Because I was severely overworked. Like, really, really big time overworked. So, I'm just come out here and I'm just, like, relieved to have her. But as far as, like, how is it like to work? It's fine so far. We're both kind of quiet unless we're
I think when we're working, we're not really interacting unless, I mean, right now I'll have a question for him, but besides that, we're just kind of doing our own thing usually.
Yeah, for the most part. We talk and stuff a little bit, but and I think the more experience Candace gets, we're going to be kind of doing our own thing. We might even end up having headphones on half the day or something.
Right.
So, yeah. Good question, though.
All right. This next question is from Stacy, Vintage Catco. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. We did. Thank you for that. What's things slow down a bit, making a humble request for 2 videos. How exactly to box up a big diorama like the Star Trek without getting the outside of the box cellophane window getting messed up. And 2, a video on the simple export rate. I think you've mentioned it a few times, but can't remember if you've done a more in-depth dive into it. Wishing you all the success in the world. You 2 will be a fantastic team. Thanks for all you do and helping us out and keeping us entertained. Thank you for those kind words, Stacy, and I'm going to hand this question over to Lonnie.
Okay, so the cellophane thing, do I have any of those here?
Yeah, they're on top of the bookshelf right back here.
Huh?
Straight back.
Oh, well, yeah, these, huh? So, yeah, all I do is I wrap these up in bubble wrap, and then the cellophane side, that goes toward, you're going to have like an empty void in the box. You put that towards the void, and then fill with some packing paper. It's not that bad. I haven't had any complaints yet anyway. So that's pretty easy. Now the simple export, I do have a video about that. But man, I've got like hundreds of videos. So, you know,
maybe we'll do another one.
Maybe we'll do another one, or maybe we need to start like keep it like, I don't know. Maybe we'll do another one and then we'll link it, or maybe I'll link the one I've already done. But just real quick, like, grab that little printout right there. So Candace, what do you tell us all about simple export rate? Well, you know, because Candace has already used this chart for listing herself.
Right, so and it's strictly by weight. I mean, if it's up to a ½ pound, it's going to be, you know, we do $11, round up the nickel. Up to 1 pound and so forth. So
yeah, up to 4 pounds.
Yep.
And this is the cheapest way to ship stuff.
That's through Pirate Ship.
Yeah, it was through Pirate. Well, there might be some other place you can do it, but it's through Pirate Ship. It's the same thing as international first class shipping. If you have a Pirate Ship account, you have to request these rates through chat, and they'll activate it for you. And a couple things to note: these rates do not include insurance, which you need to buy separately if you want it. They also do not include if your customer has to pay the value-added tax, the VAT in their country, or some other customs or whatever. Doesn't cover any of that. So unless eBay takes it beforehand, which I had happen a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, just I think we can. I don't even know if it's worthwhile doing an entire video on this, although I think I've done that before. But yeah,
maybe a whole video just dedicated to shipping hints and
oh
tricks.
my gosh, shipping is so huge.
Just hints and tricks. Not,
shipping is such a huge topic.
And if it's over 4 pounds, do you do the what's it called, global?
If it's over 4 pounds, I personally do global shipping program, just because the numbers get stupid high at that point as far as the cost. So yeah, but basically, yeah, they're like, if you go to the Pirate Ship website, you'll see this chart there, and just ask them to turn it on, and then yeah, maybe we'll talk more about that later. That's a good question though.
Okay, the next question is from Brett. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Friedendahl, probably Friedendahl.
I don't know. I mess up all pronunciations.
Question for Lonnie about the Madcap Toys order. It looked like you already purchased the label for the Transformer toy, then you said you would combine shipping. How did you do that? Is there a way to get a refund on the label already purchased? Didn't know you could do that. Or maybe I'm mistaken and you didn't already purchase the label. Just curious. Thanks.
Okay, so what they're talking about there, I had an order for Madcap Toys. They bought a Transformer, and then I went ahead and packed that, printed the label, bought the label, printed it, and I didn't realize at the time that the very next item was Madcap Toys also. So I'm like, well, damn, now I have to put 2 things in that box instead of just the one. So if you're on eBay and you go to your shipping labels, okay, if you're on eBay and then you go to your shipping labels right here, all right, if you look all the way on the right, there's a void link right there, okay, and you can see that you have a certain amount of time where you can void a label, and this label here, this is on my second account, this label here is past that time, but these other 3 I can void. So whenever you hit void, it'll put in a request to USPS to void that label, which is what I did. Typically I found it takes about 2 weeks for them to actually refund. I've never gotten a refund from USPS on one of these voided labels where I remembered it until it happened. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I avoided that label. It just takes a long time for whatever reason. I guess they want to make sure that label didn't show up in their system somewhere or something like that. So yeah, that's all it is. You go to your shipping labels, then void, and then I went and repacked the 2 items in another box, and I printed another label. So I'm out the $4 or $5 first class package postage that I paid originally. I'm out that until it gets refunded. But yeah, it's pretty simple.
Okay, the next question is from Patrick Martin. Weird question. I was actually thinking of getting that chair Candace has. Can you give it a quick review? Sturdy, easy to assemble. So for me, the main thing was comfort. When we went in the store, we sat in pretty much every chair except for maybe like
the store is Office
Depot. Except for like maybe the $500 chairs or whatnot.
The best chair in there was, yeah, it was like $500, and it felt like a $500 chair. Like,
Yeah. So, but anyway, you know, I sat in a lot of them, and we settled on this one. And yeah, it's very comfortable. As far as sturdy, it's hard to say. I've only had it, what, a week?
Also, we don't know how long it's gonna, like, is it gonna continue to be as cushiony?
Right.
Like 6 months from now? Don't know.
Right.
Right now, though, like your 2-week review.
I love it.
Okay.
It was not hard to put together. The only part I had trouble with was pushing the wheels in. I guess I'm just not strong enough. So I had to get Lonnie to do that.
What, it took us about 15 minutes?
Yeah, it was real fast. Easy
Okay.
assembly. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far.
So you would buy it again?
Yeah, I mean, my first choice, I love the white, but I'm concerned about dirt. My first choice was gray, but they were sold out. But I think the white looks really cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I think this chair was, I think you can still get it on sale, or at least as of
Yeah, it was, well,
$120 or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't, we actually got it for 80.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
It was
So,
like on mega sale.
next.
The next question is from Lightning Spark. Y'all getting sick of each other yet?
I have a problem with that question, though, first of all.
Right.
The yet part, like as if that's inevitable.
Right. I mean, we're married. We've been together a fairly long time.
Over 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, like anyone else, we have our ups and downs, and we learn just to work through them. You know. So, but as far as getting sick of each other, I think that would have already happened.
It is kind of weird, though.
We have worked together before, by the way.
Yeah, we have. We've worked at the same place before.
We even worked the same shifts at some points in our career, but not in this close of quarters, of course.
But we're also not required to interact all day either in here.
Right.
It's not, I don't think it's going to be an issue.
I don't either.
It is kind of weird, though, when, okay, knock it off. And then we walk out, go to the living room. Oh, hey.
And it's not always going to be like that. Like, I may have something to do, so I may cut out a little earlier, you know.
Or
like
me. Why can't I cut out early?
Yeah, if you have something you need to go do. I can't imagine what that would be.
That's funny. It's probably true, too, though. The most important thing I do is this. All right.
Next question is from Alan M. How many item not received have you gotten in the last couple of weeks? This UPS situation is out of control. eBay needs to make this right. I don't think that's really on eBay.
I don't see how eBay can make this right.
Well, I mean, you have to remember one thing, and I knew this was coming. In fact, I told my mother-in-law about a month and a half ago. I said, we need to get on this Christmas gift ordering because the mail is not going to be able to handle the amount of packages that they're going to be delivering because everyone is going to order Christmas gifts online, and it's just going to be crazy. So, I mean, I saw it coming. I guess a lot of people didn't, but eBay can't really make it right.
Well, the only thing eBay can really do about it is to control. They control how long, and they did. Like, they extended the amount of time for items not received cases, I think about like 10 days before the people get a refund. I've had to answer the question, though, I had 2 instances where people opened cases against me for item not received, and I wrote them a nice little response back. Hey, it's taking a while. They're being slow. Some packages make it fast. Some take a long time, like this one. Hope it makes it. And then in both of those cases, I also opened up a lost package thing on the USPS website, and they all showed up. I had another one where it was actually a viewer in Cincinnati that messaged me. He didn't open a case or anything. He messaged me. We did another lost package thing, and voila, like all of a sudden it just appeared, like within 2 hours of me opening that case. I looked, and I had, like, it was kind of scary. I looked at my solds, and I had a lot of packages that were 10 plus days waiting to get to their destination, including one of the things was when I sold my GoPro 8. It was actually like 2 weeks, and it hadn't gotten there yet. But then I looked I think I looked yesterday and it had been delivered. So a lot of my customers anyway have shown a lot of restraint and a lot of patience, and they didn't even message me or nothing. It's like they already knew. Probably been watching the news. They knew, and they could tell from the tracking, like, you know, it was just taking a long time. They probably had a lot of packages that were like that. So, yeah, it sucked. I personally have been lucky, but I know some people haven't. I didn't have any refunds go out or anything like that, and have anybody freak out either. So, hopefully most of y'all had a similar situation. Okay, I don't know this. Ask this next one because I don't know the answer. I forget it.
This question is from Alex. Alex, do you know what your Russian skeleton sign says?
Do we have a translate thing. You want to pull it up?
Well, when I first gave it to him, we did look it up.
Do you remember?
No, my memory.
Okay, we're going to pull it up.
My memory.
Okay, so I have it on Google Lens. And another thing you can do with Google Lens, if you go to translate down at the bottom, not just search, but translate, then watch this. Check this out. A lot of y'all probably know this, but this is cool. Watch. It sees the words. Wait, it's not seeing the whole thing. There, can y'all see that? Don't get in. Kill. That's what you see it, Candace?
Mm-hmm. I do remember now that it was something like that. Yeah.
It changed just now. It said no entry, kill.
Basically, danger, do not enter.
Yeah, don't enter, kill. I ought to put that on the outside of the shed, maybe.
Somebody might steal it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Candace bought that. That was a gift for what? I don't remember.
I think that one was a
Was
birthday.
it last Christmas?
I know it was
Christmas.
It was your birthday before last.
You gave me the sign.
I ordered that off of Etsy. You can order a lot of cool signs off of Etsy from other countries. But yeah, there's plenty out there.
That one is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the next question is from Edward Dunwoody. Hey guys, talk a little more about WorthPoint. Not familiar.
Okay, WorthPoint is a website that holds historical eBay data for, I think, about up to 10 years on a lot of different items. I've used it a lot for like hard to find items. It's really good. There's also Terapeak on eBay, which I don't have that much experience with, and I don't know how far that data goes back, so I can't really speak on that. But I've used WorthPoint for years now, especially with a lot of this weird stuff, like this stuff that I get from my guy. A lot of times I can't find some of it.
Yeah.
And it might sell 5 times just because it's rare. Not saying it's super valuable, but a lot of stuff is rare, and it might only sell 5 times in 10 years. Well, I can look at this 5 times, and it's really valuable. $20 a month, which is expensive. There are workarounds for that. You know, use your imagination. I'm not going to say exactly what those are, but use your imagination on how you could possibly work around on that. But I find it extremely valuable. I love it. All right, let's go. Candace is looking at me like, you're sketchy.
Okay, this next question is, again, apologize for the name. Derek Etnier. I think that's...
You're apologizing for their name?
For saying the name wrong.
Oh, okay.
Was Pippin named after the failed Apple console by the same name? So I want to hear about... Did you know about that?
I don't remember Pippin console. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
So Pippin was named after a Broadway show. Sarah and I went to New York when she was 13, and that was our favorite show. And we didn't get Pippin that year. It was several years later. And we were trying to come up with names, and that just seemed to fit his little personality. So, yeah.
I had nothing to do with that name, by the way. And I had nothing to do with that spelling either. You did spell it correctly. Pippin.
Yep.
I want to put E-N because of Scottie Pippen. But, yeah. All right, next. Let's keep moving.
Next question is from RJ.
RG. G.
Oh, sorry, RG.
Sorry for your name.
Sorry. I'm sorry for your name. I'm sorry. Just my 2 cents, Lonnie. Be careful when dropping off UPS or FedEx packages at Office Max or Staples. They tend to sit around and not make it out the door in a timely manner. If at all possible, to take an actual take to an actual FedEx or UPS location. I've learned from this experience. You had that issue at the Walgreens before, didn't you?
Absolutely. And that's the reason that I currently, y'all see me always talking UPS. That's the reason. The one he's talking about, RG is talking about, I actually had a FedEx 2-day package, and that was like a complete one-off situation where I took that. But I never use FedEx anymore because I took a package, it's like a $300 item, to Walgreens, and the customer messaged me on eBay 4 days later, hey, when is this going to ship? And I looked at the tracking, and it showed Walgreens accepted it. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? FedEx had not picked it up yet. So I went to Walgreens, and FedEx had just left, and they had just picked it up. Like, literally after 4 days, 5 minutes before I got there, they picked the package up. Which was good, I guess. It was on the way. But I'm talking to the people in Walgreens. I'm like, I had a package that just left here that I dropped off 4 days ago. They're like, yeah, the FedEx people, they didn't come by. They haven't been here since Monday. I'm like, well, are y'all proactive at all? Did y'all think about calling them or following up or anything like that? Because these packages are timely. They're like, they need to get out. And they showed me right there, like, they did not give a crap. And that was just that, maybe that Walgreens. But I swore, like, as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, can't trust y'all anymore. Just like when I had a bag carrier picking up here at the house, and I started missing pickups. Well, can't do that anymore, because at some point you have to take responsibility for the packages at least as much as you can. And I decided to stop using FedEx through Walgreens, and the next closest place that I thought would be reliable was UPS store. So now I print UPS postage and I bring there, and I haven't had a single problem. So yeah, I agree with you, RG. I don't know about Office Max or Staples, but I can speak for Walgreens.
Right.
In my particular case, they screwed up.
Was that when they first started doing that?
No, I've been bringing packages to them for like a year.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was them or the driver or whatever, but they weren't proactive. They didn't follow up.
Well, as far as that goes, I was wondering if it was when it first started, because they're probably, okay, they've got this job and now they have this other job and they're not getting paid anymore, so why should they care? That's just how the human mentality works sometimes.
Yeah, well, in any event, I stopped trusting them immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah. Okay, the next question is for David, for Lonnie. Lonnie, you're a prince for going the extra mile, literally and figuratively for the buyer who wanted expedited shipping. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you that the sale doesn't end up in the no good deed goes unpunished file.
Okay, so what he's talking about is that little green action figure. Guy said he wanted faster shipping, so we get there by Christmas. Same exact thing. I printed, and I canceled the order, and then I relisted and added the FedEx 2-day option, which he paid for, and then I ran it over to, I did actually bring it to Office Depot?
Here in Denham?
Yeah.
Office Depot.
Yeah, Office Depot. Dropped it off there, crossed my fingers, and yes, it got there on the 23rd, and the guy left me positive feedback. Actually left me positive feedback for the canceled order and for the order that actually went through, for both of them. So, yeah, that no good deed goes unpunished thing is so true. All I did was add liability by doing that, but the guy got his thing and it worked out. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that general no good deed goes unpunished thing for sure. All right.
The next question is from LB Retro. The business never stops, does it? It's not really a question.
No, I thought it was no, it's not, but it's a good, I thought it was a pretty, not profound.
I guess he wanted me to see that. You are very sneaky.
No, I thought it was a smart, no, like, oops, that's your phone.
Yeah.
But no, I was just like, it doesn't stop. Like, we're enjoying Christmas Eve and Christmas.
That doesn't mean he hasn't checked eBay sales or messages.
we're not responding to emails or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if something urgent came up, I would.
I haven't even looked at them. So.
She wouldn't even know.
I mean, my plan is to email, social media, all that first thing in the morning on the days I work. So since I didn't work today, I'm not looking at it. Sorry.
Yeah, but
sorry.
Okay, no.
I'm just kidding.
Oh God. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm just kidding.
We're going to talk about your tone again. But like they say, it never stops. Look, we're off. eBay ain't off. Look,
Nope.
28 items that need to go out.
In fact, you're coming up on your best time of the year, right? So
One of the best. Like I found January to be awesome every year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got 28 things. So it don't stop. It never stops.
And I'm still new around here, so maybe I will get to that point where I do care a little more on my off time.
No, keep it like it is. I'll stress. I don't stress much, but I'll stress for both of us.
Yeah.
It doesn't do any good worrying about it. And I do need to be better about taking off time. So I need to get more like you, not you more like me.
Right. I mean,
so
you can't worry about it 24/7.
Yeah, I do, but
You can't do that.
I do.
I'm telling you, you can't.
Oh, I can, and I do.
Next question is from Shasha. Great job, Candace. I think you should hire out to be a shed organizer.
No.
If y'all knew me, I am so unorganized. I thought Lonnie had a haircut and meant to mention it. Then the next video, he did not have a haircut. Thought he must have combed it different. Now he has another haircut. Comb over or haircut? Looks good, Lonnie. So.
What is a comb over, though? What's up with that?
Lonnie does not have a comb over.
A comb over is, what is a comb over, Candace?
It's where you have like bald, so
yes.
you grow the hair long here and comb it over.
I do not like.
Lonnie has wigs.
Stop it.
You know how Dolly Parton is always changing her look?
Stop it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been accused. Do I have messy hair? Bad hair?
He's got hair. Look at that.
Pull it out. Try and pull it out.
Look at that.
Ah! I do not have wigs. I don't have, like, if I do look like I have a comb over, it's just messy. Like, I'm not trying. I don't have a.
That means he needs a haircut.
There's no bald spot here to comb over. Like, that's the whole point of a comb. Maybe receding some here.
You've always been like that.
I don't know. But yeah, like, I've been accused so many times. Some of it's trolls. Where do you buy your wigs? Stuff like that. No wigs, no comb overs, no Rogaine, no nothing. I have a lot of hair. Like, there's no problem with my hair, except it doesn't look good sometimes. So it's not a comb over. So, but to answer your question about like what happened, sometimes I'll shoot a video and I'll get excited about it, and I will. What's so funny about that?
I don't know.
Sometimes I'll shoot a video and I'll get excited about it. Ha ha ha. I don't understand.
Like, you mean like eager to show people?
Yeah, that could be one form of excitement.
Okay.
Yeah, like eager, like, ooh, I got to show y'all this right away. And so I'll go ahead and, like, if I had other footage that I already recorded and I was going to upload it that day, I might say, okay, instead of uploading that footage today, I'm going to do that footage tomorrow, and I'm going to put this other footage that I'm more excited about in ahead of it. So sometimes things get, like, out of time like that, and I had that happen whenever I got the haircut. So that's why that happened. So in one video I had long hair, then I had a haircut, and then I had long hair again, and then I had a haircut again.
All right, it's time to come clean.
What?
You're a time traveler.
Yeah, sorta. I can time travel by changing the order of upload on YouTube. That's true.
Oh,
Good
Lonnie
point.
McFly.
Yeah, Lonnie McFly.
All right. The next question is from JN. Lonnie, can you provide a link for those adjustable 12 by 12 shipping boxes you showed on the top shelf in your last video? You mentioned you purchased them off of eBay. Thank you.
Okay, so you know what I think we need to do? You talked about a shipping video earlier. I think what I do need to make a shipping video where I talk about the shipping supplies that I use.
Right.
And then we'll provide links for all of them.
Yep.
I think, would you write that down on a planner or something? Candace's going to write that down right now to make sure we do it. But this box that you're talking about is right here. And this is actually a 12 and a half by whatever. And I like these. I've used vinyl mailers before, but these, look, they can actually go up to this thick of a box, which is a couple inches thick. Most of the vinyl mailers I've used in the past, they don't go that thick. So these are actually a little better, in my opinion, or a little more versatile. And they're stiffer than most of the vinyl mailers I've used before. I think they're a little higher quality. Where do you get them? You get them from the eBay shipping supply store that you use whenever you use your eBay shipping supply coupon. And yeah, I'm gonna get that video out probably this week, I think. And we need to redo all the links in the description, because I mean, I think I even have like the description for the camera might even be like the GoPro 8 or 7. Even that's how messed up they are.
Yeah.
So good question. We'll fix that soon.
Yep.
Next.
From Chad Roche. Wait, was there really people against having your dog in the shed? LOL. So, I guess maybe people's past experience with, or present experience with dogs is that they can be rambunctious and loud. Pippin can be loud, but he is not rambunctious. This dog sleeps all day long, usually underneath a blanket. So I'm sure you could see in the last few videos just how chill he is, and I think the issues that people were foreseeing, it's not going to be issues with him, like knocking stuff over. He doesn't shed a lot. He hardly has any hair as it is. So yeah, I don't see there's going to be any issues, except for him just not liking it.
Yeah, some people even said that don't bring the dog out there, they knock your shelves over. And I don't think Pippin's knocking any of these shelves over. And he doesn't actually, he's only been back there near the inventory
the first day
a couple of times.
Yeah.
The other day he
checked it out.
He walked back there sniffing around a little bit, but mostly he stays right in here and doesn't even move much.
He's mama's boy. If I'm in the room, he's gonna be right by me. So
yeah. Is there potentially a problem with some kind of pet dander or something like that? I guess. I don't know. I sell used stuff. You know, like if you got
been picked up at a garage sale with pet dander on it. So
yeah, all these items in here may have lived in a pet bed for the last 10 years. I don't know. Right. So yeah, if I was a big clothing seller, I might be a little more concerned with it, I think.
Yeah.
Because like that pet hair is just like magnetically attracted to clothing, especially black clothing.
And I know this is probably unreasonable, but if I personally had that type of pet allergy, I would not be buying used clothing.
No, I wouldn't either.
You know.
But people do.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Jan
McLean. Have you tried putting the 2 silver draw tables back?
Drawer. She's talking about the drawer. She's talking about this.
Okay.
And that.
Back to back in the middle to make a wrapping island in the center. We actually talked about moving one in the middle, but I just like the openness.
Yeah.
It makes it feel not as claustrophobic in here.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I know it's just an illusion, but it gives you the sense of having space. You know?
Yeah, I can do laps.
We could square dance.
We could. Do-si-do.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea. For the reason Candace said, and because it's nice having power on these. And I mean, I would drop down power. That's actually one thing I'm going to do over here with the photography stuff. If we continue to take photos there, I'm going to bring power up and down so we don't have cords running across the floor.
Right.
But yeah, I think if it was bigger, maybe that would work. But we have to make it feel good in the office part, and what we're doing right now feels good. I also had people saying that need to keep the turnaround here.
Why?
Because so that if you come down here and you're like, oh wait, I need something in the other aisle, you don't have to walk all the way back around.
Think about how much storage space that's taken away, not just the ground square footage, but up.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I agree. And the fact is, like, 3 feet here, it doesn't seem like much, but you put 3 feet extra here, and it's getting cramped.
It ain't gonna kill us to walk back around to the other side.
No. And also, I don't have as many shelves as I used to.
Right.
I used to have another shelf, and in that case, it was a longer walk around, and maybe it made a little more sense. And it was just me in here by myself. So, yeah, we actually have thought long and hard about a lot of these things.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see, but we moved stuff around a lot, figuring out the best way that we thought would work for us, and we may end up changing it.
Oh, it'll change.
You know, but for now, I think what we have is good.
The only thing that we haven't nailed is the photography.
Yeah, and I have an idea of it. We'll see.
Okay, 4 more questions, Candace, and then that's a wrap. Then you can go take your nap.
No, I'm so tired. I did a lot of cooking last night, and then I woke up cooking.
And wrapping and cooking.
I think wrapping the presents, waiting till the last minute to wrap everything kicked my butt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready for some rest. All right, next question is from Memflips. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Merry Christmas. Also, I had an idea question while watching this video. I was wondering if you thought about having Candace list on the Garage Flip store and you list on the Mean PC store. Just curious, and keep up the great work. P.S. Hope to see you next time you come through Memphis. So we actually talked about cutting back and going down to just one store.
Yeah.
Just to simplify things.
It's a pain. Like,
when you're trying to look, okay, is this item listed? You have to look in all these different stores, and it would just be a lot easier if everything was listed in one place. So we probably will be doing that. We need to take inventory, because some things that we thought were listed aren't. Some things that thought weren't listed are. So we definitely need to take a day or so, and maybe
it would be a day.
Yeah, and just do an inventory and maybe get rid of down to one store. What you think?
Yeah, no, I want to get down to one store, because at this point, Garage Flips, the original reason that I started the second account, the Garage Flip store, I thought I was going to get heavy into postcards and photographs and this and that, okay? And I knew that if I was going to ship those, they weren't going to have tracking, because I was going to, it's going to be $10, $15, $20 things. I was going to put a stamp on it and send it out with a prayer that it got to its destination, okay? Ended up, I decided I didn't like selling that kind of stuff too much. Like, I will sell it a little bit, and I didn't really do that. But the purpose, though, of the second account was to not hurt the metrics on the first account, so that I could still maintain top rated seller there, and I wouldn't care about top rated seller on the other account, because you just can't have it if you're not providing tracking. You're not going to be in like bad standing or anything, but you're not going to have top rated seller if you have like more than 5% without tracking or something, whatever it is. So it ended up I didn't do that, and later on I came up to my listing, my free listing limit. I say free because we pay for it, pay for the store. But I came up on that free listing limit on the Mean PC store. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just start listing on Garage Flip store. And that's what I did. And honestly, managing 2 stores, messages coming in on 2 different stores, 2 different accounts, like Candace was talking, managing inventory across 2 different accounts, it's a pain. And I've got 55 items listed right now on Garage Flips. That might be something I do. I might just move everything over. Now, the good thing is, I still have that store if I need it / want to use it later on. But I think we're going to go all in on Mean PC store for the time being. So it's a good question, though. I get asked about the old 2 store. I actually have a 3rd account too, that is a secret account, secret store, that I was listing adult items on.
Yeah.
Because the stuff I was listing, I know a lot of kids watch the channel, and I'll put links to the stores, and I didn't want them to click on those links and go see some of this stuff I was selling. It wasn't that I was ashamed of selling it. I just didn't want to subject some of the younger viewers to that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
But yeah, we're planning on going down to one store, and if we find that our listing gets really, really heavy, and we need to, I think we'll probably end up with an anchor store I think there's a really good chance that's going to happen. I'll just make one anchor store on Mean PC. So, good question.
Okay, the next question is from Oscar Lopez. Is Candace going to create her own channels so we see her side of the operation? Or perhaps starting to hold the camera to pick orders and stuff? Talk to us, folks. Utilize. LOL. Merry Christmas, everyone. We've actually talked about this. There is another camera, so we could have dual cameras going, which I think would be fun. But right,
is that something you would be willing to do?
Maybe later. Right now, I'm just trying to get my groove and learn, so I don't need the distraction of that also. Right. But it's a possibility, so we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. As far as create your own channel, what do you think about that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen.
That's time consuming. Like, so much time goes into doing these videos, and then later on, like in the spring, we're going to be doing garage sales and stuff like that, and we're planning on doing a lot of traveling with this thing.
Yep.
There'll be more videos for that that'll go on garage flips and then shed flips, and then we're listing stuff and shipping stuff, and I just don't see the time for. I'm not saying Candace can't do it, but I don't see it though. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I know everybody looks at this as Lonnie's channel, but now it's Lonnie and Candace's channel.
Yeah, just look at my Instagram account. Tell me who's Instagram. There's like still lifes of little winking Santas on my Instagram account now. I mean, our Instagram account.
Oh, well, it's better than the nothing you were putting up before.
Okay, next question.
Next question is from The Real Thing. I think you should just accept that you need another half shed and join it on the side, and that can be your office area. So I guess they're wanting us to get a shed that's just office, and then the other one is all inventory. What you think?
Honestly, like my long-term plan is to run everything, including all storage and everything, from this shed right here at the most. Like, before Candace came on board, I was actually thinking about, like, I want to do less and less and less on eBay, or turn it over faster, right? But then I keep getting inventory, and I've had this comment a lot. You need another shed. You need another shed. Well, I don't necessarily need another shed. What I needed was a place to keep the inventory that I have, the unlisted inventory that I have. I needed a place to keep it, and I use storage units to solve that issue. And honestly, the cost of those storage units is fair in my opinion, and it's fairly trivial, honestly, on a monthly basis. It's pretty trivial. Cost of doing business, and I don't mind paying it. Well worth it. And yeah, I'm good with it. Like, a shed, like this shed is actually a huge capital expense. This shed is not cheap. Buying the shed, putting all the insulation up the walls, electrical, AC, all that stuff you do, including the shelving and everything, right? Pretty close to 10 grand, whereas you have a little extra, excess inventory. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do with it? $100 a month for a 10 by 10 storage unit. Oh, solved. So yeah, I get it. But our immediate concern is to focus on our processes, bringing Candace in, getting this thing up and running, getting this thing, like, getting production moving, like, as fast as we can with our new asset here, which is Candace. So that's what we need, is to get Candace up to speed and get business running. And then if we want to do something else later on, like, you never know what could happen.
I mean, another option would be get rid of this one and get a bigger one.
Or build something.
Right, build, or just have storage.
Or maybe we do a building.
Yeah. Or rent an office space.
Rent an office, or maybe we hop in an RV and hit the road and we fit all of our storage, all of our inventory in the area below the.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you don't know what's gonna.
So we've been looking at travel trailers, and he doesn't want to go above 25 foot. So you guys tell me how that's gonna happen. Anyway, next question.
we just have to get really good sell through.
And only buy small items.
Yeah, we won't be picking up. If we did that, we would definitely not be picking up any more of these anchors. All right, one more question. It's a good question about the shed thing. I know a lot of people have a problem with the storage units. I personally don't. I think they're a good solution for me right now. So, you know, we spend the money on the storage units and we can focus on making money. So,
and lesson learned, it's a very better secured storage unit.
Yeah, the ones we have now, the ones we have now are much more secure. Okay, so anyway, next one.
Matthew Loden. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Matthew. Don't know if appropriate to ask, but is it financially different with Candace working with you, or is it a benefit? So, I mean, of course, there is.
What do you think?
At the moment, of course, there's less income coming in.
Is there?
At the moment, yes.
How do you know?
Because I don't have a paycheck.
Did you get your last paycheck yet?
I did.
When was it?
A week ago.
You had your last paycheck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then the company I worked for, the benefits were just out of this world. So we're going to be paying, of course, a little bit more for the...
Maybe you should go back.
But as far as what he just said, I finally, you know, it's been, for a while now, I've been thinking about quitting, and I was scared because of insurance. And finally, I just decided that the stress was not worth it. So I was not happy. I was miserable. And at some point, you just have to say, is it worth it? And it wasn't. So here I am.
Well, she looks at this whole thing a little differently than I do. She doesn't, I don't know if she believes it or not, but I think within a few months, she's going to be producing way more revenue here than she ever would have dreamed of at that job. She just doesn't know it yet, but she will. So I think we're going to get freaking rich with her and me teamed up together. That's what I think.
I hope so.
Do you think that? Like, do you think we're going to be like...
I don't think so, but I hope so.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be really, really successful.
I tend to be a pessimist, so...
I'm not...
Take it for what it is.
I'm not starting from... I mean, I'm not starting from some theoretical position where we're both working in a job. This is me saying this after having done it myself.
Yeah, after him just...
For like, I quit my job. I didn't know what I was doing. I really sucked at this thing for the first couple of years. And then finally I figured it out. I did the YouTube thing. And then I started really working hard on eBay. And I'm like, wow. It, like, without getting too much into numbers, like, making pretty, like, doing pretty well.
You gotta hustle, though. You can't, like, half-ass do it.
No, you can't. I have
sorry
to.
for the language.
No, I did. I half-assed the first, I would say probably the first year and a half or so.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. It's not good enough.
You have to hustle. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do well. We're going to do much, much better than you think we will.
I mean, I don't think we're just not going to be able to get by, or of course I wouldn't have quit my job, but yeah, it's kind of scary, so...
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm so excited Candace is out here now. So anyways, thank y'all very much for watching. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that stuff.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thanks for all the questions.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.